Happy 2025. So this is my first Randonautica adventure of the year, and I wanted to set my intention as getting a gift from the universe. So let's see what happens. Hello! So I went to the location that Randonautica sent me to. It was in like a sort of private muse. It said no ball games, and there was like a few plant pots scattered around. And it was a really beautiful kind of place, I think. So I found it really magical, like all of this little smoke coming out of the little chimneys. It was just really sweet. And yeah, I didn't really find anything there. I didn't really want to hang around too long because it's somebody's private property. So I was very conscious of that. I didn't kind of want to take lots of photos or videos just because I don't really want to like disturb anyone's private space. But I will say it was very beautiful. There was also like this big archway walking towards the location, which again I didn't really catch on camera because like I say, I didn't really want to spend too much time there. So some interesting things happened on my way there. So the first one was this Dunlop sign, and this was really interesting to me because when I manifested this intention, which was to receive a gift from the universe, I specifically thought of like this book that I'd received after doing like a gift from the universe meditation session. So basically, that was about 2 years ago or so. And I met this man through a chance encounter, and he was really into spirituality and stuff. And then a couple of days later, he gifted me this book. And he just so happened to gift me this book after I'd done the meditation session. So when I was thinking of a gift from the universe, in my mind, I had this book. Yes, so on the way to my location, I saw this Dunlop sign, and me and this guy, we've had quite a few sort of spiritual conversations, and he's found like this Dunlop guitar pick, and apparently they're really rare. And he told me about it, how that was like a meaningful synchronicity to him. And then literally that same day after I spoke to him, I've got this like communal laundrette in my building. So lots of people use the same washing machines. And so I was doing my laundry in the communal laundry room, and literally in front of my washing machine that same day, I found a Dunlop guitar pick, which, as I said, they're quite rare. Um, and it was so random that I found one and that he found one, and it was like really meaningful to him. So I ended up gifting him that. And yeah, so it was kind of like funny for me to see Dunlop on the way, especially as I was thinking about the book that he had given me when I was going on this journey. So that's a bit of a convoluted story. It makes sense to me, like the synchronicity made sense to me. Obviously, randonauting is a very kind of like personal experience. But yeah, that was pretty cool. And then another interesting thing that happened, in order to get to my location, I had to get a train and then a bus. I ended up getting on the right bus, going in the wrong direction. So anyway, the bus came to the end of the route, and I was like, I definitely went the wrong way. So I got off the bus, and then I realized what had happened, and then I knocked on the door, right, of the bus, and I'd explained to the bus driver that I was actually meant to go the other way. And he said that he's gonna, like just have his 10-minute break or whatever, and then he's just gonna go do the route again. And I was like, oh, okay, so should I come back in 10 minutes? And he just let me stay on the bus, but he told me that he was gonna do his prayers. And like obviously I didn't want to interrupt him, so I said, you know, I can just walk around and come back. But he like insisted that it was no issue. It was kind of nice for me as well because I've been really into my spiritual practice lately. So it's kind of nice to be in the presence of someone who's also like close to God. And then we ended up going back onto the route. And here we arrive at the stop that I was actually meant to get on at. And yeah, it was a good experience, but I haven't really got much to report in terms of like a gift from the universe, other than seeing the Dunlop sign that kind of like reminded me that I really want to finish the book that this guy gifted me, because I started studying it. It's a really good book. But then I got really sick and I'd ended up going to hospital a bunch of times. And yeah, I just kind of, and I think a lot of things happened in my life, and I stopped reading that book. And I really want to finish it because it's all about like manifestation and synchronicities. So it's like really relevant to what I'm interested in. And it's kind of like also explains why Randonautica works the way it does. Not that it mentions Randonautica in this book, because that book was published in 1992, and obviously Randonautica only came out like 4 years ago, or 5 years ago now. If anything else happens before I post this video while I edit it, I will make sure to add that in. But yeah, that was my Randonautica journey so far.